Hello, Against the Diamonds audience. I am co-founder Scott Gibbs here with co-founder DJ Ligori, and we are here to honor Ms. Loren Dunn.
Yes.
Loren Dunn, for those of you that don't know, worked with the Greece Odyssey schools, and she was instrumental in getting us in to do a pilot program with a group of children on Saturday mornings, and the program went absolutely spectacularly, if that's a word. And we are very, very grateful to Loren Dunn and Jenni Wesp in particular for getting us, and Miss Leverance as well, for getting us into that program, supporting us in that program, and allowing us to have the impact that we did on those children. So many, many thanks. Loren Dunn, you're on your way. You're on your way. Another vision fulfilled. She's moved down to North Carolina and taken a new job and starting a new path on her life, and seems to be the way, DJ. We scare these people away.
I know and they must like North Carolina. It seems like
I guess so.
That's where Taylor went too. So it's interesting.
So Loren provided us a quote. What was the quote, and what have you learned about it?
So Lauren's quote was simple. It was quick. It was iron sharpens iron. And originally I had an idea around this quote, and I didn't really think it was right. I felt like it was incorrect. And so
the quote was, or your interpretation of the quote?
My idea of it was, it wasn't sitting well with me. So I researched it a little bit. I didn't even realize that it was actually part of a Bible verse. So it's actually part of Proverbs 27:17. And it basically states iron sharpening iron is the same as individuals sharpening other individuals. And so it kind of made me think about all of the coaches, the teachers, the parents, not only my own parents, but my friends' parents, who have sharpened me in some way and provided me some sort of advice or some belief or idea that I then maybe passed on to somebody else. And it kind of it hit in the Bible verse. It was more of like a biblical principle, but it stated upon how individuals need to create a community, and a community created towards achieving a common goal. And we do that by helping each other out and giving each other advice, maybe advice that they don't necessarily want to hear, maybe advice that they do want to hear. It's essentially the art of connecting with another individual or another group of people and sharpening their edges, not to say the exact quote, but it really made me think about how important various people in my life were, and the advice they had given me, and how I had then taken that advice and used it in my life somehow, or maybe passed it on to someone else. So that quote really, it hit home to all those good people who I've been fortunate enough to surround myself with in my life.
That's fantastic. Who today, real time in your life right now, is helping you iron sharpening iron?
Well, I would probably say you, Coach Gibbs. I think a lot of the times, we talk a lot about the student-mentor relationship, and I know you say I teach you a lot of things sometimes, but I think a lot of that is ideas and beliefs that I've received from you. So I would say you are probably somebody who's sharpening my ideas right now. Alongside my father is constantly always giving me advice and things, little nuggets of wisdom that I always appreciate. Same with my grandpa. But I'm fortunate enough to have a lot of good men and a lot of good women in my life. My mother might give me the best advice out of everybody. But yeah, I would say in this realm of thinking, I would say you, Coach Gibbs. I think you're a good sharpening tool.
Well, boy, that's I appreciate it. It wasn't the answer I was looking for. I don't know what I was looking for, but I'll take it. I appreciate it very much. And it is, I believe it is. I believe you're being honest about that, because we talk about it all the time. And you're sharpening my iron as well. I think the age difference with us is actually a spectacular opportunity that we're both recognizing.
Mm-hmm.
because the generation gap is real. You've been raised in a completely different time period than I was, but you have an old school mindset, courtesy of your parents. They've done a wonderful job in that way. And I think it's awesome. I think we're, iron sharpening iron for the both of us. And I think your observation about your father, it's just, when we were first getting involved with one another, you and I,
Mhm.
Every single weekend, you would mention my dad used to say, and one of the things we've really adopted pretty heavily in our work together is measurable progress over reasonable time.
Yep.
And that has been a grounding principle for us, right?
Mhm.
We set goals, and often we miss our goals, but
Yep.
then we reflect back and we say, you know what, are we making measurable progress over reasonable time? And could we have predicted, right, how life got in the way of these goals? No, probably not. Was it for lack of effort? No, probably not. So are we doing the best we can do? Yes, we are. So, that guiding principle from your father has been really, really good for us, I think.
It has it, and something that I also just thought of, for individuals who have sharpened my ideas or beliefs. I think the individuals who I've been fortunate enough to go through the Acres of Diamonds program with, uh,
Yeah.
each one of them had different beliefs and ideas about each one of the topics, and some of them I would, they would say an answer, I'd be like, holy cow, I never necessarily thought of it like that. But it totally opened my mind to different ways of thinking. I've gone through it with females and males, and they both have similar answers and they both have different answers. And it kind of opened my idea, my mind to multiple different perspectives on the kind of the six pillars that we hit on. So, besides from parents and older individuals, there's also been younger individuals who have sharpened my mindset as well. So, so thank you to those people too.
Yeah, for sure. That's very well said. So I think we'll stop right there, DJ. This is Acres of Diamonds Daily Diamond number 32. Thank you very much, DJ and Loren Dunn. Have a great
Yes.
night.
Thank you.